Animal Crossing New Horizons first came out on March 20th, 2020. But I never have a Switch and I never have the game on release day. I only got my Switch and I only got the game on May 5th, 2020. The first time I ever played the game was on Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 at 8:07 p.m. UK time. This game has genuinely changed my life, and basically everyone I know, everything I've done in the last 5 years has been because of this game. In 2020, I just basically played it. In 2021, I streamed on Twitch, but it was in 2022 when I started posting TikToks, where I started going on my goal to visit every artwork from the game in real life, which I finished in 2023. 2023, I started seeing all the aquariums, which I also continue to do in 2024. And now here we are in 2025, May 5th, 2025, 5 years since I first started playing the game, having seen every artwork, having visited every aquarium from the game in real life. But in the last 5 years, I've never posted an island tour, a full island tour of my Animal Crossing island. My Animal Crossing island is called Mayfield. So I thought, why not today, the 5th anniversary of my island, let's post an Animal Crossing island tour. So I do hope you enjoyed. I did a little Twitch stream, my first Twitch stream in 1.5 years, just to record the footage of this island tour. So a lot of my talking is just to the stream. But I do hope you enjoyed my island tour video, and I would love to see your islands. Please send me your dream address, or if you ever see me in a TikTok live or a Twitch stream, I would love to visit your island via Dodo. I hope you enjoy. So I have just loaded up the game, and we are going to see my island exactly 5 years since I first started playing. So here is my very first screenshot from the first time I started playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 at 8:07 p.m. UK time. Here I am in the basic outfit, standing outside my tent. Then we go back to the game. And here I am outside my house. 5 years later, it says the 12th of May, but I wanted it to be today, the Tuesday, May 5th. But it was raining on my island, and I wanted to show my island in sunny weather. So here I am outside my house. We're going to give an island tour. My first time posting an island tour to YouTube. I've had the same island for 5 years, now over 5 years. So let's have a look around. I think we will start at the airport, because that's where I like to start, as people usually come from the airport. And that's where they should start. Here's my island map as well. My island is called Mayfield. I have a dream address at the bottom, which you are welcome to visit. I think the dream address is slightly cleaner island, and it's golden hour, so maybe worth visiting the dream address. I have Pom Pom, Ken, Bo, Maple, Apollo, Julia, Filbert, Sherb, Apple, and Goldie. My favorite villages. There's my island flag. It is just my face. I think it's the same as my social logo is the same as my hat. So we will start. We're going to walk. My native fruit was the cherries. We got this little airport waiting lounge here as well. I think we're going to go right first. But if you go down here, we got my ATM, the ABD. And we do have this as well if you want to come to my island and pretend that you're me. You're welcome to. The color of the sky isn't quite matching, but the skin tone is. So we do have Pom Pom's house. And then Apollo's house. Pom Pom and Apollo are my two favorite villages. And Apollo's actually my favorite. And Apollo's house is next to my house. So I have my two favorites, closest villages to my house. I like to give each villager a little puppy plushie as well from the Toy Day event. But we will start with... We'll do the house visits at the end, but we'll just go around the island first. So I made this 5 years ago when I was into... there's a lot of movie references around the island as well, and it was at a time when I was making short films, so a lot of director references as well. This little rock pond here is based off my production company as well as the logo for that. I have these two potatoes growing here at all times because I'm trying to get every Nook Mile stamp, and I just need to do recipes, so that potato is just a reminder to do those recipes and cooking. We got another logo here. We got all the puppies in my back garden as well. Then we get to the beach. This is actually the last thing I decorated on my island. It's a beach cinema with the mobile app cushions and the gyroids. We do have SpongeBob and Patrick wash the shore as well. I just have a little beach furniture decorated on my beaches. The whoopee cushion is also one of my top 3 items in the game. Iconic. We do have Sahara on the island. Another fishing area on the rocks. And then over here we have a little restaurant which leads into a market area. A lot of these market stalls were decorated before they actually added food to the game, so it's a lot of the early foods that were added into the games. And the market continues here to Able Sisters. This square here is where I will put a Christmas tree or any other seasonal decorations. I spent all of my first ever festival decorating this area. Over here we have a little like a little beach bar area, but it's the only part of my island I don't like. So I don't like changing my island, but this is the only thing I'm not a big fan of. So I do think I should change this area. I just don't know what to. Maybe one day I will actually change this area, but I just don't like change too much. I'm too much of a hoarder for an Animal Crossing island. I don't like to get rid of things or change things. We then go to the main plaza where we have the fountain. We got the cheese touch from Diary from Wimpy Kid. Does lead to resident services, but if you just go down here behind Apollo's house, we do have a lavender field as well with the Capricorn ornaments because I'm a Capricorn, and it's also my easiest place to get changed on my island. And then we got around here, we got more ducks set up. Then next to my town hall, we have a hedge maze with a rock garden. This rock garden took me a very long time. We do have this. We do have the statue of David at the back. This is one of the first builds I ever did. Doing all the mannequins in 2020 almost 5 years ago. That was a crazy experience. Yeah, we'll keep going this way. We got resident services. We got the Able Sisters, and then this is another movie reference. It's supposed to be like an Aladdin type thing. But it was really when I was like trying to milk the movie references and add as many as I could. Some of them are better than the others. But I never got rid of it again. I'm too much of a hoarder. But maybe this area and this area, like this whole peninsula, like everything that's basically on screen now, I should change. And then just behind here, we got some trees. There's some hidden things as well. There should be, there's a little zipper toy at the back as well that you can see. I did forget more movie references. We have the Four Town shirt from Turning Red, because I'm pretty sure I did that when Turning Red came out. And then the Hereditary reference, the skull and the lamppost. If you know, you know. Then we go over the bridge, we go to Nook's Cranny. Okay, we go across the bridge, we get to Nook's Cranny. To the side of Nook's Cranny, we just have some more decorations. Also, on my island, there's a lot of generators and cables. And there's also like cameras everywhere. It's because I also at one point had lore of my island being used as like a film set location. So that is why there's just cameras and satellites set up everywhere. Then we just have the lighthouse at the back. Then we keep going. This is another thing I really like on my island. It's the OK Motors from Pocket Camp. I don't know if anyone plays Pocket Camp or Pocket Camp Complete. But I also made these custom designs of Giovanni, Beppe, and Carlos. I'll put the little custom design thing on screen now, but I made these and I put them. They're just the mannequins, but I wanted a little OK Motors because I was a big Pocket Camp fan before I played New Horizons, and I wanted them to still be in it. We also have a Drive Jacket movie reference here. I think there's 30 movie references in total. We go up here. This is a little gyroid club. It looks better at night with all the lights. But I do quite like this. This was another fun build. Back when I did actually used to Twitch stream, I used in like 2021. I used to Twitch stream all these builds. And then we keep going around the club. We have a little red carpet, movie premiere vibes. Because this second house here is all a cinema. Maybe I will show that now. Actually, that building. But yeah, if you want to pretend to be me on the red carpet, you can do that here. And this house is my second house. This is the only themed build house, and it is a whole like cinema themed building. We will go through this now. I'll show my house and the other house at the end. The third house is more of a exterior only. But here's the lobby of the cinema. Get your tickets and your drinks and snacks on one side. Then we have 3 screens. So we went into screen 2. This is a small screen with the TV on the wall. Ignore the cockroaches. Screen 3 is just the same as screen 2, but it's the mirrored version. And then screen 1 is our big screen, where it's a slightly larger screen, as you can see here, with more space, but it's annoying that you can't have the projector like actually in the middle. And then the downstairs of the cinema is an arcade vibe. And then the upstairs is a restaurant, but it was back when there weren't food items, like pre 2.0 update. So we only had the only food that were in the game, which is like the Pi Day pie, the New Year's noodles, the first birthday cake. That was like the only, at one point that these were the only food items in the game. So, and it's got all the NPC posters at the top. My 2 starter villages, Flip and Canberra, and then on the back wall is the posters of all my villages, and then the villager, which was supposed to be me. So once you leave the cinema, you go down the stairs. There's more movie references. We got Midsummer, we got It, and then we go around. We have this castle area, which is also my flower garden. This used to just be like in hedges, but then they added the castle stuff, and I had to incorporate it. So it's 3 of every flower in some sort of color order, but I think it looks quite satisfying as well. And then we got the gold roses outside, so that's like every flower that's in the game. And then we go down here, we got my secret beach through the extension of the castle. We got all the gnomes back there as well. This is where Red Ship would be. We got just some basic pirate furniture. And a little secret tunnel. I like how it looks. Through here, we have this little forest terrace. Really my only place with these trees. We got the Beware Ogre sign and a Shrek reference. And then if you go through here, we got a little parkour area. I wanted a little parkour area, but just these stepping stones all the way back to behind Able Sisters and Town Hall. It's not a shortcut because it takes so long to actually jump between them, but we are back here. And if you keep going up this bridge, you get to my middle island. If you look on the map, which is in the bottom right, you can see it's basically surrounded. It's just like its own little island, and it was inspired by Loot Lake in the OG Fortnite to just have this like middle piece with that leads to everywhere. So this is a park. The bench is a reference to Forrest Gump with the box of chocolates. We've got a playground at the back. We got fruit trees. And we got the OG Brewster. Before Brewster was in the game, we had the mannequin Brewster. Throwback. He's still a part of the island. And then we just have a gazebo here, which does go back towards the back of my airport waiting area. And this does come back to the Beware Ogre Shrek sign. So we come back here, we have my sort of plantation with the fruit and the vegetable section. We have the turnips, the carrots, the tomatoes, potatoes, the pumpkins. And it does lead to the sugarcane and the wheat. And to my third house, which is purely for the exterior to give off a farmhouse vibe. The interior is just random decorated rooms, but I'm not really happy with it, but I'll still show you what that looks like. We also have the campsite. We do actually have a campsite villager today, so comment below who you think is going to be in the campsite. I'll give it a couple seconds, and then let's see if anyone guessed correctly. Please leave a comment who you think is going to be in the campsite. Let's have a look at who's inside the campsite. Hopefully it's someone cool. It'd be really cool if we have a cool villager in this 5-year anniversary video. Is that Boris? And then in between the campsite and the farmhouse, we have a staircase that goes up to my orchard area. There are more movie references here. We've got the up house. Then we got all the fruit trees. More cameras scattered throughout as well. A little astronaut. These 3 trees here were supposed to be my money trees, but having people visit my islands during TikTok lives has led to some of the money bags being stolen. So that's why we don't open the island up too much. But we keep going. We got Stonehenge. We got some more of the trees. And then we have the museum, the bridge to the museum. That's the outside of the museum. We've got the Easter Island has the pyramids, a fountain. We got the fountain. See, the fountain is in the Lego set for the museum, so it's basically based off my museum. I do have a full, complete 100% museum. Got some little fossils outside. This is supposed to be like the Declaration of Independence, like a national treasure reference. I won't do a museum tour because I'm sure you know what a full museum looks like. But we just have more pyramid stuff. We go down the beach. This is a reference to the movie Seven. We've got a little spa here as well. This is a reference to Star Wars Episode 3. Currently it's 20th anniversary. The high ground. And then we get some more of a beach area here. With a beach like gym area. With the boats near my pier to Captain on his boat. Beach volleyball. More beach like general area. Then we have the little beach fair as well. We have mini golf. I do quite like this mini golf area that I did. And then we have a football field. This is one of my first ever builds as well. It's because my starter villager Flip is a jock. And he asked for sports stuff, so I did this. But I actually dislike Flip. Flip is one of my least favorite villagers in the game. Then we got Philbert's house here. Got some vending machines. This is Julia's house with the cherry blossom themed. Leading into more of the funfair area. It's very compact, but I think it's got everything it needs. It's got a little train track that goes around. And I've added this little thing to like continue the train tracks for the lore. And then we have Bo's house here. We go up the stairs. We got Goldie's house with a little outdoor library. Maple's house. Again, they all still have the puppy plushies as well. We've got Apple's house with the Apple stuff. And we got Sherb's stuff with Sherb's house with the Frozen stuff. And again, more camera setups, cords, cables, generators. You've got to take your shoes off to enter the little hill with the temple area. So we've got a pagoda. We've got the helicopter, because I just think it's a cool item. I think for perspective, we've got the Godzilla statue at the back with the bamboo trees. The only bamboo on my island. But I just think with the perspective, the helicopter looks quite cool here. So I've kept it that way. And then we got this area here with the bamboo trees. My only bamboo on my island. With the Godzilla statue. And we got a little bit more parkour. And we can go take these back down. Again with the more cameras set up everywhere. We're back here to my farm area. Where if you go back to the park, which I said was the middle central area of my island, take the left bridge. You meet my starter villages, Flip and Canberra. This is where they continue to be. 5 years later, they were on my island. 5 years later, they're still here. Part of them are still here. I also have this little Mario section. Again, it's very compact, but I still wanted it to be part of the island. And then get you back to Bo's house. So we continue going. This area here is supposed to be like if there is a film set happening, this is like a sort of green room area with snacks and notes and that sort of thing. And then this area, I'm not a big fan of this area. It's supposed to be like a little serene area with just the waterfalls everywhere. But I don't know how I feel. It was one of the first things I did on my island where I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just, again, I don't want change and I don't want to get rid of it, but I could probably do a lot better in this area if I wanted to. And this is also the only area with vines and moss from the DLC with the cave. So that is everything from the exterior part of my island. But I do have 2 more houses to show you. I'll show you the farmhouse interiors first. It's just random decorated rooms. I'm not a massive fan of it. Alright, so this is the inside of the farmhouse. The first room is just like an atrium. Again, I could do so much better with these rooms. This room is like a little plant room. I don't know what the word is. The back room is a wrestling ring area with the animated crowd, of course. And then in the right room, we have a little Japanese-inspired tea room. I completely forgot about this, but the basement of this house is this little... Yeah, well, I don't even need to explain what this is. I completely forgot about this. And the upstairs is a little apartment vibe. With the stream setup. Alright, so that was my third house. I realized I haven't actually showed you my main house yet. But just at the back there as well, we got some more of the Gulliver items. And then I just remembered that there's another thing I forgot to show you. The final sort of stretch of my island. If you go back through the funfair area, we've got the Valiant statues towards this bridge. This is Ken's house. Back to the airport waiting area, and then this small beach. It's just another chill area with some of the Dodo Airlines furniture. But that is it for the outside of my island. And now finally, my house tour. So here is the outside of my house again. We do have the hyacinth as like, I like to call it my like island flower. So I do have hyacinths everywhere, especially the purple and white ones. And I do have the wreath on my door as well. So we step inside the house. This is the main room of my house. The vibe here is that there is like a party or a gathering going on. So all the furniture was pushed to the side of the room. We do have movie references like Mike Wazowski. If we go into the left room, it's my kitchen. So this is my kitchen. There is a movie reference here as well. We got Remy cooking a ratatouille. That's probably my favorite movie reference on my island, to be honest. But I do quite like the look of this kitchen. So the back room. The back room is the last room I decorated. This was in the middle of lockdown. It's very much lockdown vibes. It's like a little craft room. Because at the time, I think I was knitting a scarf or something. It's one of the lockdown hobbies. So I decided to make a craft room. I should probably change this, but again, I don't like change. And on the right room is a little bathroom spa area. We will ignore those flames, but I just wanted some lighting on the tile, so we'll only look at it from this view. Downstairs, we have a little filming set because it was sort of based off a set I used on a short film I directed when I just basically started this island. So it's again, these rooms are like 5 years old as well. But yeah, it's just basically a set. And then finally the upstairs room. This is a half bedroom, half like office area. And we do have another movie reference. Can anyone guess what this reference is with the peach on the bedside table? Anyone guess what movie reference that is a movie reference to? Yeah, that is the upstairs room. I could do my houses better, especially with the Happy Home Paradise additions and the extra walls that you can add. I should probably change them, but again, I don't like change. The peach is a reference to Call Me By Your Name. If you know, you know. But yes, that was an island tour of my island. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Again, here is the dream address for you to visit at your leisure. And thanks so much for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed my island. Please consider subscribing. And like I said earlier, I would love to visit your island. If you have any ideas about what I should do to my peninsula as well, please let me know. But hopefully I'll see you in another YouTube video, another TikTok stream or a Twitch stream. And thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing.